Hi guys, I'm Jadif and today I'm going to be testing out the sandbox weapons versus the Gmod weapons. So to access the weapons in sandbox, you want to hold down on the Q button, then go to entities and weapons right here. Now as of right now, since sandbox is still in its early stages, none of the weapons have actual thumbnails, but we do have 12 weapons here. Okay, so first up guys, in sandbox, the first weapon we've got is the camera. Now, I know it doesn't really count as a weapon, although you can shoot with it. But yeah, compared to the Gmod camera, it does look a little bit better to me. I'm not really sure why. And I do think it has some better effects, like when you go close to your subject, normally it will focus on your subject and blur everything in the background. But you can't really see that on my screen right now because my graphics have been set to low. This is what the camera looks like when you look at it in third person. It looks like an old-timey 80s or 90s disposable camera. It doesn't even have like a digital screen. You have to look into this little eye hole right here, and it seems like it uses film. So yeah, most of you young guys will not be familiar with such a camera. Once you switch from like a weapon to the camera, one thing you'll notice that it just looks exactly the same. The only thing that's changed is that your UI has disappeared. In sandbox, when you switch from the weapon to the camera, you'll see that your field of view increases just a little bit. So it does feel like you've equipped something instead of just hiding your UI. Also, you can actually just drop the camera onto the ground in Gmod. In Sandbox, on the other hand, there I've just dropped it and I switched to my fizz gun. Next up in Sandbox, we've got the 1911 pistol right here. When you click on the weapon in the spawn menu, it drops in front of you and then you have to equip it. And once you've even equipped it, you have to choose it specifically. In Garry's mod, on the other hand, when you want to equip a weapon, you go to the weapons tab right here and you click on the pistol that you want. Is the 1911 same as the 9mm pistol? I don't really think so. But yeah, when you click on the weapon in the spawn menu in Gmod, it directly equips into your hand, which is better compared to Sandbox, you know. So since I don't really have a gun to compare this 1911 to, I'm not really going to test it out. The next weapon we have in Sandbox is the crowbar right here. It looks a little worn out, but overall it looks pretty sleek. A similar design to what we have in Gmod, although this has more narrower spokes, I suppose. I guess I spawn in an NPC. We've got the army guy NPC right here. He's shooting at me. I didn't know he would spawn in aggressive. Okay, I'll spawn in the scientist instead. I don't think he's going to attack me. Now I've got the crowbar right here. Let me attack him once. He's begun running away. That's 2 attacks. 3. There's no way to escape, my guy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 attacks with the crowbar. And I finally managed to kill the scientist. I don't know why he's turned black now that he's dead. Okay, the scientist we've got in Gmod is Dr. Isaac Kleiner, of course. Let's see how many hits it takes to kill you with the crowbar. Here's 1 hit. Oh, okay then. It's been a while since I played Gmod. Is it Dr. Kleiner that's weak, or is this crowbar just way too OP? I think this Half-Life crowbar is just way too powerful, guys. The next weapon we've got in Sandbox is this USP pistol right here. It's black, it looks sleek, it doesn't really have a dual paint job or anything like that. And it looks pretty modern. Now the 9mm pistol that we have in Garry's mod is also based on the USPS, I believe. And this one has a dual paint job. It looks not so modern. Like, it looks kind of unrealistic in the style of Half-Life 2, I suppose. It's time to test out the pistol on you, Dr. Kleiner. Don't feel bad, it's for science, so just 1 shot in the middle of the forehead, and he's dead. He's out. Now it's time to spawn in a scientist in Sandbox. And let's see how many shots it takes to kill this guy. Dude, just stand still, man. Just stand still. Dude. Kapow! Okay, that's 1 shot. 2... 3, 4, 5. When I aim at this guy, it says owned by Jadif. Wait, I haven't even owned him yet. He's still alive. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so takes about 9 shots with the pistol as well. That's kind of interesting. I'm guessing it's not the pistol that's weak in the game, it's just this NPC that's particularly strong. And by the way, this USPS can hold 17 bullets in its magazine, and this pistol in Gmod can actually hold 18 bullets. So one bullet has been lost to time, I suppose. The next weapon we have in Sandbox is the grenade. This looks like a standard grenade that you'd see in real life. Okay, let me spawn in the scientist again, and I'll just freeze him in place right here. Oh, he's not getting frozen in place. Anyway, I'm going to throw the grenade at him and see what happens. I missed. Okay then, just stand right there, Mr. Scientist. Let me try that again. Oh my gosh, I have terrible aim, guys. Actually, it's this grenade that's a lot more bouncy than I thought it would be. Let me throw the grenade at him from the far end of the map. And nope, it hasn't killed him in one explosion. Let me guess, it's gonna take 9 explosives once again to kill him. Oh, there we go. He's dead at the second explosive. Although this time, the explosion happened right under him. What are you doing, buddy? Stop acting weird. You're on camera. Anyway, right here we have the frag grenade in Half-Life 2. This is what it looks like. I don't think I've ever seen a grenade that looks like this in real life. And I'm going to spawn in Dr. Kleiner in the corner right here. Unlike that scientist in Sandbox, Dr. Kleiner is a lot more cooperative. He's very brave. He's just going to stand right here, not move at all. Now let me throw one grenade at him and see what happens. Unlike the grenade in Sandbox, it actually killed him in just one explosive. And it also had a little laser attached to it. So this is the better grenade, I would say. The next weapon we have in Sandbox is the M4A1. It looks pretty rad. This is the sort of rifle that you see in a lot of first-person and third-person shooter games. It's a pretty famous American rifle, I suppose. Garry's mod does not have any such rifle, so I'm not going to compare that weapon right there. Next we have the MP5 submachine gun in Sandbox. Now once again, this is a real gun that you can find in real life, and the closest thing we can find compared to that in Garry's mod is the SMG right here. It's got 45 bullets, it's got a tiny little laser sight. By the way, in Garry's mod you can't, press the right click button to get a crosshair view of the guns. In Sandbox, on the other hand, you can do exactly that. So your aim will probably be better in this game. Also, this gun holds about 30 bullets, and the SMG in Gmod holds about 45 bullets. Now once again, it's time to bring out our trusty Dr. Kleiner, equip our SMG, and fire at him right between the eyebrows. Let's fire one bullet, and okay, that was rather instant. Don't worry, YouTube, there's no go, don't demonetize me, it's just blood, okay? His head hasn't been destroyed or anything like that. Let me spawn in this scientist right here. And Misa doesn't think he's gonna die in just one shot, but I'm gonna try it out anyway. That's one shot, and he's still alive. He's running away now. Okay, I should have kept him on the roof actually. He wouldn't have much space to run from there. And oh, he's really going for it. I'm having a hard time keeping up with him. Okay, it took almost 11 bullets to get him. I'm not sure how many of the shots I missed. Once again, not sure if these guns are weaker or if this NPC is just more stronger. The next weapon we have in Sandbox is the fizz gun itself. Now, I've already talked about this before on my main channel, but yeah, this is what it looks like. It's got an iron, it's got a bike handlebar, it's got a soda can in there, and those blue things look like CPU coolers actually, and it's got a cheap LCD screen from AliExpress. So yeah, this looks really makeshift. The fizz gun in Garry's mod, on the other hand, has some sort of pressure measurement valve right here, and that's about all that I understand. For the rest of it, I mean, it just looks like something otherworldly. I know that this is made by human characters itself, but yeah, this is what it looks like, and these are what it's laser beams. I shouldn't call them laser beams, but that's what they look like, the grab rays or whatever. Also, I've spawned in a barrel right here. Now with the fizz gun in Garry's mod, I can't right click to grab onto this. I have to only left click and then I can grab onto it. However, if I go to the weapons tab, I got the gravity gun right here, and now I can press the right click button to grab it and throw it away. Look at that. Now these are what the grab rays look like in Sandbox, so they've definitely improved compared to Gmod. There's even some electric sparks going on there, and the whole gun lights up. And when I aim at something that I can grab at, look at how the fizz gun reacts to that. Actually, that happens in Garry's mod as well, but only when you use the gravity gun. So basically what I've realized is that the fizz gun and the gravity gun are both combined into one in Sandbox, which makes a lot of sense to me. And so yeah, while I can grab it with left click, I can also grab it with right click as well. And look at that, it turns orange just like the gravity gun. And now I can throw it away as well. Oh yeah, and this screen isn't just purely for show. When I grab onto this barrel, there are some changes that happen on the screen right here. When I grab onto it with right click, even more changes happen. So yeah, this is definitely a cooler fizz gun than what we have in Garry's mod. The next weapon that we have in Sandbox is the rocket launcher, also known as the RPG, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if this is more realistic or not compared to what we have in Garry's mod, but the aiming reticule is basically just a square in here. And what I'm going to do, guys, is just fire a missile into the air. And I move the mouse around, but as you can see, the missile isn't moving around or anything like that. Now I've got the RPG launcher in Garry's mod right here. Once again, this also belongs to Half-Life 2. It's got a little laser right there, and I guess its art style does look a little bit unrealistic. And now I'm going to go in the corner of the map. I'm going to aim at the sky and fire it, and when I move my mouse around, you'll see that the missile actually follows my mouse. And it will keep following it for quite a while, and basically I can make it aim anywhere I want, even after launching the RPG in a wrong direction, for example. So yeah, its aiming reticule is basically just a laser and a dot. Now let's see how well it takes out Father Gregory right there. Okay, Father Gregory is kinda strong. What about innocent little Dr. Kleiner? Oh, he gets taken out in one hit. I'm kinda confused why Father Gregory is stronger than him. So let me spawn in the scientist in Sandbox and let me fire at him. And that was an insta-kill, it would seem like. And where does body go? Oh, there it is. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm now no-clipped, and something I wanted to check out about Sandbox is that when I fire the missile, can I actually chase it in the sky? Yes, I'm actually faster than it even. Can I explode myself by touching it? I'm just gonna follow its trail right around here. I'm feeling like quite an adrenaline junkie right now. I accidentally fired another missile. But yeah, I don't think the missile is actually going to explode me. But yeah, you can actually be faster than your own missile in Sandbox. The next weapon that I've got in Sandbox is the shotgun right here. It looks like a shotgun that you'd find in real life. I think I've seen this in Counter-Strike. I forgot what's the exact name of it, but it's got an interesting little crosshair. And instead of an NPC, I'm just going to spawn in 3 watermelons in a line. I'm just going to shoot straight through them. Let's see if I can explode all 3 of them together. Nope. I managed to explode just 1. I've spawned in 3 watermelons together in Gmod, but are they sentient or something? Why are you guys moving around? Let me just freeze them in place. Okay, there we go. In Gmod, we also have this shotgun right here. Once again in the Half-Life art style. Let me no-clip and go real close to them. And let me shoot straight through them and see how many we can take out. Look at that, we shot 2 watermelons and the third one rolled away. I thought I had frozen it, but I guess not. So yeah, the shotgun in Gmod is more powerful, or the watermelons in Sandbox are more powerful. I don't really know, take your pick. Next we've got the M700 sniper in Sandbox. I can't really pick it up since my inventory is full. I can press the G button in Sandbox to throw all of my weapons. Here I can also throw my fizz gun and my tool gun and my camera away. You can't really do that in Gmod. So let me grab the sniper rifle. It looks nice and realistic. It's got a nice little scope right here. And it carries 5 bullets at a time. Oh, look at those bullets. They look really cool. And it's a bolt action sniper rifle, by the way. So after every shot you have to do the thing with the bolt. Now let me spawn in our precious little scientist and take one shot at him, and he's down. The shot was so powerful that his lab coat just turned dark for some reason. Garry's mod does not even have a sniper rifle. I'm kind of surprised. I thought for sure it would. But it does have this crossbow, which is sort of equivalent to that because it does come with this really powerful zoom. And it's been a while since I've played Half-Life, but if I remember correctly, this is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Although it's no real match for Father Grigory's head right here. Dr. Kleiner, on the other hand, we can send flying with this crossbow, I believe. There we go. The next weapon we've got in Sandbox is this tool gun right here. Now there's a whole lot of tools to cover with this tool gun, so I'll have to cover them in other videos. But this is basically what it looks like. It comes with a whole bunch of coil attached to it. It looks like a glue gun actually. It even comes with an analog controller and an LCD screen. Even comes with some batteries and a tiny little strap. Pretty cool looking weapon overall. In Garry's mod on the other hand, this is what the tool gun looks like. This also comes with an LCD screen, which is actually better than the one that we have in Sandbox. And a little note right there on the top as well. It does look like a repurposed pistol in my opinion. And this is one of the weapons I say that actually looks better than what we have in Sandbox. But yeah, that was it for this quick little comparison of the weapons in both of the games, guys. Click here to watch any of my other Sandbox videos. So I've been Jadhav, you've been my audience, thank you for watching, and goodbye.